War Within pre-patch hotfixes are in for August 5th. Now, there's not much news going on in terms of, ins and outs of WoW, but there's a few little hints for things coming, so we could talk about those. But let's get into these patch notes real quick first. If you have been doing the Eternal Palace, not sure why you'd be doing it, but anyways, Queen Ajara, maybe for Transmog, there was an issue with her that prevented Athanel and Sirenus from properly spawning during the encounter. So there you go, that issue should be fixed for anyone who is having that issue. Item fixes. Fixed an issue that caused a Weathered Northrend Sigil to activate when it wasn't supposed to. For player characters, this was an interesting one. Fixed an issue preventing Drakthir from being able to successfully... Oh, Charbs, thank you, man. 7 months.
Hello.
Oh my god, 7 months of being a Death Knight of our Scourge. Thank you so much, Charbs. I appreciate that. And if you play a Drakthir, this is important for you, Charbs. Hey guys, I gotta interrupt this news segment to bring you an important message from today's sponsor. Do you have phones? Well, if you do, Awesome can help you out. You see, they have a remote client that allows you to log into your computer and play it from your phone. What that means is you can essentially play WoW, run your dailies, and do all kinds of stuff in the game using this app. It's really easy to use. Just click my link below to download the PC and the phone app and connect them, and you're in. The free version is great as it allows you to control your desktop, but the real deal is the game version. With this version, you get custom keyboards for games like WoW, great FPS, and sound. Use my code Samiccus to get 7 days completely free, only for the first 200 people. With the ability to remote in through your computer and an expansion just around the corner, you could even log in to bypass those long queue times. You could even use a special plug to remotely turn your PC on and off, and there's often hot sales with up to 40% off the Pro and Game versions. Check out Awesome today. They haven't been able to successfully soar while swimming on the surface of water, so if you typically should be able to kind of fly off the top of the water, they haven't been able to. Well, that issue has been fixed for them. Another issue with the human racial, no place like home, which is the double Hearthstone, thing. Sadly, diplomacy is gone. It incorrectly gained a charge in some situations, so that's been retroactively fixed. Blizzard don't want it to be too OP now. You get 2 charges, not 3, so there's that. For quests, players can now properly progress through Legion experience when selecting the Time Walking campaign from Chromie. I guess there was an issue there. And then the Radiant Echoes events. We've talked about a couple of these, but let's get back into them here. The Memories of Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdom, and Northrend, and now will only stack up to 100, okay? And no longer drop once you acquire the related essence or have fully created the Band of Radiant Echoes. So if you don't know, you're using those to create the band, which is, your leveling experience band that you'll be able to have. So once you have it, they'll no longer drop. The issue was people were, at first, this was only stacking to 20. People were just getting a ton of them in their mailbox. We talked about that yesterday. Well, that issue is now gone. They should stack up to 100, and then you won't get any more after that. Increasing of scaling on Radiant Echo mini bosses. Yes, they are harder to kill. I can confirm that. They took a little bit longer yesterday than usual, and that's just because Blizzard wants to prolong the event just a little bit. Reduce the amount of credit needed to complete several interactions-based Radiant Echoes events. So again, kind of prolonging the event. When you're grabbing the pumpkins or doing all the little things on the side, they give you a little bit less credit than they used to now. Flight in the water thing was annoying. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, Conicia. And then the Dalaran Defender armor pieces with Champions track should now be eligible for conversion at the Revival Catalyst. So I guess they weren't, now they are. So if you were using the Revival Catalyst on them to convert to tier gear, you should be able to do that now. That seems like that was a nice little fix. Moving on to these. This was interesting. So this might drop during stream today. If it does, we're going to check it out. But as of right now, I just checked WoW's YouTube channel. There's nothing. And when this video goes live, these might have come out already. But here it is. Blizzard has shared a cryptic teaser featuring what appeared to be Xal'atath, promising more to be revealed tomorrow on August 6th, which is today. Although not explicitly stated, with this reveal will be, it seems as what this reveal will be, it seems as though it's leading to another series of animated shorts, which I agree with, like the Dragonflight Legacies or the Shadowlands Afterlives. So, just briefly looking at the image, yeah, I would say this is almost most assuredly Xal'atath, but I actually think this is Xal'atath's body, the person whose body she took over before they were taken over, based on the eyes here. Just looking at the eyes, I feel like this is not really Xal'atath yet. If you look at images of Xal'atath, I can pull up any image.
beast to this realm.
Scenario, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our Scourge. You know, she's got that very symbolic looking eye, the eclipse eye, where it's like it's all blacked out and the purple ring around the outside. I think this is the story of maybe the night elf whose or the void elf whose body she took over. So we'll have to see where that leads to. That's what this story could be about. Again, just looking at other images of Xal'atath, if I pull one up real quick here, you can see her eyes are much more hollow, right? There's less to them. If I can snap this over and we can get like a side-by-side. Come on, Microsoft, do your thing. Stop crashing airlines and actually work. There we go. So side-by-side, I mean, Xal'atath's eyes are much more hollow. There's no pupil. So I think this actually could be the story of whoever's body she took over, which would be really cool to see. Again, Blizzard's done these before, and I've honestly enjoyed them when they've done them in the past. For me, one of my favorite ones, I mean, say what you want about the expansion, but the Lords of War, oh my god, those were amazing. I freaking love those. I'm not even a Horde player. I'm strictly Alliance my whole life, but man, the Orcish stories behind those things were so freaking good. It made me want to play an Orc, I'll be honest. The Harbinger ones were not too bad either. Warbringers were pretty good. Especially the Azara one, I liked it a lot, and I remember the song in the like Jaina ones were amazing. Afterlives was okay, you know, getting to know the characters, that's fine, and then Legacies, I remember that was all about you know, the Drakthir and how they became who they were, and the eventual freezing of them. There was actually another post on YouTube that less people are talking about, and it was Queen Ansarek, and she looks kind of like she's contemplating something here. Right, she looks distressed. I don't know if, you know, supposedly the Nerubians are working for Xal'atath, gathering the old god blood and everything else that has to do with whatever she's trying to create. And maybe they're enslaved. Maybe they're doing it against their will. I don't know. Queen Ansarek here just doesn't look like she's all about it. She looks like she's deep thought about something. Something's getting to her. Maybe she's thinking about her people and what they're going through right now. She looks like she misses the jailer. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, in that case, I hope she continues to miss him. But we'll have to see what Queen Ansarek is all about and what this short is all about. But, man, I'm pretty excited about these. They usually reveal some really cool lore, and I'm looking forward to whenever they drop, hopefully during stream today. The Nubar Palace raid, speaking of Queen Ansarek, we've seen some buffing, pretty much. There's been a few little decreases here and there, but recently Blizzard ran through and did some re-raid tuning for the beta build. And seems like they buffed a lot of the abilities. I mean, you can see just across the board here, we don't really know what a lot of these abilities are. I mean, you could read into them, but I haven't done these fights yet, so I'm not 100% sure of how they work. But it seems like a lot of increases. I mean, this Rishanan fight, I mean, damage increase, like across the board. There's a few reductions here, but the main thing is it looks like they're increasing a lot of things. Maybe they want to make it a little bit more difficult. Brood Twister now targets 2 on normal. Okay, whatever that means. The Silken Court, a damage reduction there. So the Silken Court got damage. It looks like Rishanan is the one who really got buffed almost across the board here with a ton of damage increases. That is really it in terms of news. There wasn't much, like I said. We'll see if those shorts drop today, and if they do, we'll definitely break them down from top to bottom.